I am so excited that we have theme park news that's happening like very soon.
So much stuff coming from our friends at Universal Orlando Resort.
Yes.
They are like a news machine recently.
Yeah.
Love it.
But I feel like everywhere else we've been like, coming in 10 years. I'm so excited about this thing, whether it's like for all the theme parks. It just feels like it's far away, but this is just around the corner.
It is so close. This stuff is coming within the next month and a half.
I am so excited.
And so Universal Orlando released a bunch of information about some summer offerings that are coming up. But before we get into that, welcome to Disney Magic and Beyond, presented by a couple of park hoppers. If you are watching us on YouTube, hello. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now because it does help our channel grow. And if you see a bell there, go ahead and click that because it lets you know anytime we post a video. It'll send you an email. It'll send you a notification to your YouTube app. You are the best if you click that bell right now. We'll wait.
And if you are listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or any other podcast platform, be sure and follow us right now so you never miss an episode. Also, if you're listening, go ahead and throw up a review. We haven't asked for that in a long time, but go ahead and
let's do it.
Leave us a review. We'd love to see those grow.
And real quick, if you'd like to support what we do, you can visit patreon.com/a couple of park hoppers. For as little as $3 a month, you can support our venture and keep the lights on and just make us, help us along the journey that we're on right now.
Well, speaking of lights on, about 2 weeks ago, I had the lights off in my brain.
Ooh. Meaning?
Meaning that the dental surgery that we talked about our last episode, I did have. It went well.
Good.
I was very scared, especially once I was sitting in the chair and was like, oh, it's go time.
Mm-hmm.
But at that, I wanted to mention it because that is why we didn't have an episode last week. I had a bunch of stitches in my mouth, and after talking all day at work for about 10 hours, my mouth just was like, I just did not feel like saying any more words than I physically had to. And my face was still swollen and all of that stuff, but everything went well. But also on top of that, before I had my surgery, Bill had asked if he could record me.
And I did.
And he did. And I actually haven't watched it all the way through.
Ride home.
Because when he was playing it for me, it was making me laugh and it was hurting my face because I was laughing. So that will be coming up at a later time, but that is why we weren't here last week. We will kind of keep you updated in the future. I do have to have one other thing like later in the year, and we'll let you know if we think that we won't have it, an episode the next week.
I don't know if you'd be all drugged up and loopy for that one, though.
Yeah, but the reason not for the video, I mean for the episode the following week.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But for your enjoyment, that'll be coming, and I'm excited to watch it too. But let's get back to all of the exciting news that was just announced.
Yes.
Because this is happening just around the corner.
So in a previous episode, we talked about a lot of the stuff that's coming to Epic Universe, more specifically the How to Train Your Dragon Land that's coming, the Isle of Berk that's coming to Epic Universe pretty soon. Universal is also making another announcement on May 2nd, this Thursday. We don't know what the announcement is going to be yet, but I got to imagine it's going to be an in-depth dive into one of the other lands.
I hope so.
Coming to Epic Universe. There was a little star emoji on the tweet, so I'm thinking maybe it's the Harry Potter stuff because it's like the little magic like shooting star emoji.
I don't know.
Or it could just be news on Starfall Racers, which is the coaster that's coming to the main part of Epic Universe there, right in the middle. So stay tuned for that. We are most likely going to cover that as soon as that news is announced on Thursday.
As long as it's not just hey, look at this coaster.
Right.
Because we'll share the coaster, but like not have a whole episode about it.
At the very least, we'll have some social media posts.
The only thing is, if Universal is kind of going in a pattern, the last time they made a post like this, they had like a full video with like tons of information. My guess is that that's how they're going to be delivering this information. That it's almost like a series.
In all likelihood.
Not just like we have a coaster.
I did hear before the How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk video was dropped by them that it was going to be reveals over the next several months of what's actually coming to all the lands at Epic Universe. So stay tuned.
I'm here for it because once we get the details, it's even more exciting that to just get hype about visiting these lands. But the thing about today's announcements is that we're going to be able to visit, I don't want to say next month, but almost next month, because
it's gonna be
I
May.
was literally about to say that. You beat me to it.
Ha ha ha. You finish each other's
Sentences.
sandwiches.
Oh, you knew that.
That's how the song goes.
I know, but I was too focused
Love is
on
not
you.
an open door today.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Some people aren't worth melting for.
Oh, boo.
All right. Well, anyway, let's head over to DreamWorks Land.
Yes. So opening in June, on June 14th, Flag Day.
Flag Day.
Yeah, DreamWorks Land is opening at Universal Orlando Resort on the Universal Studios side on June 14th, 2024. That is literally like a month and a half away. We are so close. And the official verbiage online on universalorlando.com is to get ready to play in a colorful, imaginative new land at Universal Studios Florida. Meet Shrek and splash in his swamp. Scream with laughter on the Troller Coaster, and learn kung fu moves with Poe.
So I'm just super excited about this. I think these are well-loved characters. Let's jump into all of the specifics, and then we can kind of talk about that.
Yeah.
So first off, Shrek's Swamp Meet. Now is your chance to meet Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey outside Shrek's cottage. Next up, Trolls Troller Coaster. Hop onto the Caterpillar Catter Bus on this family-friendly coaster. You'll join Poppy, Tiny, and the twins Satin and Chenille as you try to make an escape from spooky spiders. Poe's Kung Fu Training Camp. Visit Panda Village, the ancestral home of Poe and all pandas. Meet and train with Poe. Play a gong to create all kinds of sounds, and more. And Poe Live. Meet and talk with Poe on a digital animated screen. He'll train you in the ways of Kung Fu while babysitting his mischievous baby cousin and cooking some delicious snacks. Skadoosh.
I was curious if you were going to stumble over that one, but it does literally say skadoosh in the actual language on universalorlando.com.
My brain looked at it and went, what is that word?
Skadoosh.
So one thing I do have to say real quick about this is we saw some merch drop recently, and there are a couple cute little things, but one thing that they are doing are like mouse ears, but instead of mouse, they're ogre ears with the little ogres on the sides.
Those are awesome.
And I feel like the next time we go to Universal, I'm definitely going to try to get my hands on those because they look ridiculous.
Yes. But what a great take on mouse ears for Universal to be able to jump on is those Shrek ear things, whatever they look like.
I feel like I need to get like little bows or something to put on each ear, like little
That'd be
sparkly
cute.
bows. I want to play with them and see if there's a way
Yeah.
to decorate them.
That'd be fun.
But meeting Shrek and Donkey is going to be, and Fiona.
And Fiona.
I don't think Fiona's met in a long time.
Be interesting if they did if Universal was open at night. Wouldn't it be kind of cool if they had like female Fiona during the day and then like Shrek Fiona at night?
That'd be so cool.
How awesome would that be?
Well, I don't know if you remember the last time Fiona met, but it hasn't been since we've been here.
It's been a while, yeah.
But when we look back on photos of my family and I, the one time we went to Universal, or like we used to go, I think we went a handful of times. But the one time that we have photos, and the photo is with Shrek and Fiona.
That's awesome.
And I don't remember ever seeing them outside of that.
I don't remember any time recently, at least not since we moved here, because we also didn't buy Universal passes until post-COVID.
Right.
Or when the parks reopened from COVID. But I don't recall seeing Fiona out there ever. So that's really cool that she's going to be coming back. And Donkey is always a treat. We had a great video, one of our first videos on our YouTube channel of Donkey interacting with us during that weird time after the parks reopen.
Yeah.
But it's really cool that he's getting a new spot over in the swamp.
I'm excited just because that's always super fun. I'm curious if they change the Shrek character, because like right now he's kind of like his arms are kind of like the way what like we've described. Like I'm trying to
Like Wreck-It Ralph.
yeah, like that he's like this and he's like hello.
I would imagine that they're gonna have better
Elbows?
capability,
Elbows
kind of like
and shoulders,
kind of like Bumble at SeaWorld's Christmas thing. Like it might be a little bit more like range of motion.
Yeah, I'm curious just because like I feel like they all stay a certain way until they change drastically, and then they have range of movement.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see Shrek, Fiona, and Donkey, and I'm also excited, like you said, to see if we get Ogre Fiona.
That'd be really
at
cool.
Any point.
I think it's probably going to be Ogre Fiona because I don't know when the timeline is where this swamp is setting.
It's in front of E.T.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
So am I.
You are.
I would imagine that it's probably post Fiona's transformation, so it's probably going to be Ogre Fiona. But I thought that'd be kind of cool because if Universal was open late, like at nighttime, Fiona would be out there.
Yeah.
Like in the first movie.
I guess we'll find out. But also, if you are wondering where Shrek's swamp meat is, it's literally right in front of E.T.
Literally. Like, I was shocked how much in front of E.T. it is.
Yeah.
When we went to Universal last week, oh, by the way, we went to Universal a couple weeks ago.
Before I had my surgery.
And these, it's kind of weird. I'm like, my hand is in a different screen than my own here, but I'm trying to figure out how to point. There we go. See the spectacles that Danie is wearing right here? Those are the brand new Meta Ray-Ban glasses, smart glasses, and we got some killer videos on a couple of rides at Universal. First one, we got a front row POV on Velocicoaster. These glasses kick ass.
And so there will be more to come. The thing is, I got these in November, December, and then we got sick and I changed jobs and we just like didn't have any chance to like go and play with them. And these are my prescription glasses. They're not just for making content.
These are everyday glasses.
It's just, it happened to be that, you know, when I'm riding a ride, I can also take video and live stream from Instagram.
And not only can you take video,
pictures,
but you can take really high quality, very stable video, because on a roller coaster that's going up to 70 miles an hour, the video came out amazing.
Yeah, I think at some point, I think we should do like a little mini like review of them and like show them what they are, because I think that everyone's like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Like, you have like Iron Man glasses?
Yep.
No, not quite, but
Friday, take a video.
But we will be using, the nice thing is we can use these to get content that sometimes we normally can't get.
Yeah, exactly. So stay tuned.
So just like on our next thing that we were talking about, Trolls Troller Coaster.
Yeah.
You know, something like that is something that we are not going to want to have like a gimbal on, from what I can tell. But I will say that, you know, we may be able to do like some POV video. I will say the very, very front of the Trolls Troller Coaster, that face is so much scarier than what it looks like in the actual photo.
Right.
Every time I see that, like people share a photo of that, I'm like, oh my gosh, why is the troller coaster this like, I don't know, is he under my bed?
Yeah,
like,
that face on the troller coaster you can see on the screen right now, it is definitely different looking than the actual vehicle from what I've gathered. But it's kind of scary. It's kind of scary in that concept art. But it looks really fun. It's basically just kind of a repurposed Woody Woodpecker's roller coaster made into the troller coaster. So it's a fun, family-friendly, easygoing roller coaster, kind of like a Barnstormer type of deal, or a Flight of the Hippogriff over in the other park.
Yeah.
So kids of all ages, sizes can go on this, and it's gonna be awesome.
One thing that I want to say also about the DreamWorks Land is all of the Kung Fu Panda things. I did not realize that Kung Fu Panda was still such a big thing.
Not only is it big, but the fourth movie has done over $500 million at the box office.
Really?
That's crazy.
So
sneaky popular.
Like my best friend Cece, she went and with her daughter to go see this, and she was telling me how excited she was, and then she was like, it was so good.
Nice.
And I just like did not think that Kung Fu Panda, like how long ago did that come out? it's not recent.
No.
So I think it's going to be like a really, really great place for kids to go have fun. I mean, for anybody to have fun, but some of this stuff isn't quite as kid friendly. And I think that this is going to go a long way. Now, Poe Live, is that supposed to kind of be like a
Turtle Talk with Crush?
Yeah.
Exactly. It's 100% what it's like. So you're going to be able to sit there and talk to Poe and ask him questions. And it's going to be exactly like Monsters, Inc., Laugh Floor, and Turtle Talk with Crush.
Okay.
So you can actually hang out and interact with Poe, which is going to be really cool.
I'm excited to see that because I love Turtle Talk with Crush. I just don't get to go very often because it's like, kind of you have to go in and go sit down and hope somebody tall doesn't sit in front of me.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, that's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
DreamWorks Land sounds like it's going to be an amazing use of that area over at Universal Studios side. So which would you like to go over first? Do we want to stay over at Universal?
No, let's jump over to the other side real quick. Danie's phone is ringing. Gotta love when the phone rings during the podcast.
Could you hear that?
I could feel it.
Oh.
I could feel it. It was vibrating on the table.
Oh, I could hear it in my glasses. I was like, how loud is it?
All right. So we're going to jump over to Universal Islands of Adventure.
That's who was calling. It was Islands of Adventure.
Yeah, the magic is calling. Answer the call. Not yet. Wait till the show's over. Yes, we're going to jump over to Universal Islands of Adventure for a brand new, also coming on June 14th, extravaganza over at Universal. Is a show called Hogwarts Always, a.k.a. Hogwarts Forever. Kind of like Epcot Forever, but Hogwarts Always. It's going to be great.
It's probably always because, like, all this time, always, like, when Snape says that.
Yeah, always. You said that people like my voices, so always.
I like your voices, and people always tell me that.
Harry Potter, always. Okay. So, yes, Hogwarts Always. Let's get back on track here. The delight in the nighttime extravaganza, Hogwarts Always. Hogwarts Always. An incredible new projection show. Enjoy a journey through iconic moments of a year at the beloved School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. All set against the majestic background of Hogwarts Castle in the wizarding world of Harry Potter, Hogsmeade, on select nights.
So one of the cool things about this is, first off, an updated show. I'm all for an updated castle show. And what we learned from Alicia Stella is that there are actually going to be 4 different endings, and each one is going to showcase one of the Hogwarts houses.
Yes.
So it'll showcase the Hogwarts house, and then what I'm guessing is, like, if it's Slytherin, it'll be like green fireworks and stuff. So they'll kind of like theme it. And snakes, yeah.
Severus Snape.
I'm just excited because, one, I'm hoping that it's like an updated version, like more, what's the word I'm looking for?
Pizzazz?
Yeah, I'm looking for more pizzazz. Like, I want it to be a little brighter, like easier to see.
Yes.
I'm excited about some more, pomp and circumstance, I guess, with all the fireworks.
The only thing that I will kind of temper your expectations on is the fact that Universal Orlando's Islands of Adventure is literally in the city limits, and there's a school right behind it. So the fireworks are few and far between, and they always will be.
And that's fine
on that part of the park.
I mean, as long as though it's like, if we're with everything else updated, that will be fine.
Yeah.
And the other thing about that is, I just am down to see something new on the castle.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, and I want to know how long it's going to be.
Yeah.
Because one of the things that always threw me off, and then people always ask when we're there if we go see it with them, is I think it's not a very long show.
Like 5 or 6 minutes.
And people are always like, wait, is that it?
Yeah.
I think people want a little bit of a longer show, maybe not that much longer, but like
push 10 minutes maybe.
Yeah, like a little bit longer. So I'm hoping for just a little bit more in terms of like duration of time.
Yeah.
But again, having a brand new updated show that has different endings, and I mean, it sounds like you're not going to know which ending you're getting, so that'll be kind of fun.
That is cool. And I wonder if they're going to do all 4 every night, and it's going to be like randomized, or it's going to be all 4 in the same show, where there's like 4 almost like fake out endings, kind of like the Hercules part of Happily Ever After?
I don't know. It sounds like when you go, you there's like 4 different endings, like choose your own adventure, almost type of a thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
That could be cool. So I'm looking forward to that. And that is also just like DreamWorks Land, opening or debuting on June 14th, Flag Day. Yeah. That's what we're doing.
I don't know what to say about Flag Day. You had me stumped at that.
Yeah, well, that's what it is. June 14th is Flag Day. All right. So, moving on. Let's move on to probably the thing I'm most looking forward to here. And it is a brand new show called Cinesational, and a symphonic spectacular also debuting on Flag Day. Dun, 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 dun.
Oh,
Hey.
this is gonna break my brain. No, because my brain wants to say sensational when I read that.
It's like cinema.
I know, but when I read it, I'm like sensational.
And then sational, like sensational. So cinesational.
Cinesational.
Sensational. It's like the electric company.
Cinesational.
Sensational.
Sensational.
Don't say it the wrong way, because then you're going to screw it up. Cinesational.
It's like that scene in Friends where Phoebe's trying to teach Joey how to speak French, where she like breaks it down.
Yes.
All right.
Well, you can at Cinesational, a symphonic spectacular. You are going to experience a thrill to a cinematic journey with stirring soundtracks evoking the mystery and magic of Harry Potter, the pulse-pounding thrills of Jurassic World, and the gripping suspense of Jaws on select nights. The show will feature 228 fountains that reach heights up to 131 feet, holy cow, and incredible 4K projection mapping and original composition featuring newly arranged scores meticulously crafted to each scene, and more than 600 drones. Holy cow. And what shows will, or what movies will the show feature, Danie?
The show will feature Harry Potter and Fantastic Beasts films, Jurassic World, Jaws, Shrek, Ghostbusters, Trolls, Back to the Future, Universal Monsters, Transformers, How to Train Your Dragon, E.T., Fast and Furious, the Super Mario Brothers movie, Minions, The Mummy, and King Kong.
How awesome does this sound?
I want you to talk about this show.
I love water shows. I know you're not the biggest fan of water shows. However, and I have yet to get out to Disneyland to see World of Color, which everyone's like, what? You love water shows and you haven't seen the best one? No, I have not been out there yet. We will get out there at some point, hopefully soon. But I used to love the Universal Cinematic Spectacular, because those movie scores, that's like my favorite music to listen to ever. Whether I'm working, whether I'm driving, I love movie scores, especially those from John Williams, which a lot of those movies that you just listed feature a John Williams score. Though that music makes me feel things. And when I used to see the Universal Cinematic Spectacular, which was another fountain show from years ago, it used to feature all of those movies in these really cool like water screen things. Before we had the fountains that are kind of hidden underwater, they're like these big tower structures that shot water down, so you could like see it was like a screen of water.
Okay.
But a lot of these movies were featured in that show, and just hearing that music that I love so much blaring throughout a theme park just makes it feel different. And if you're adding in the 4K projection mapping, insane water effects, 600 drones, this show is going to knock my socks off. And I cannot wait to see it on Flag Day. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey!
What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm very excited because I think it's going to be like the newest technology.
But look at that concept art.
So the concept art looks...
Look at Rexy right in the middle.
Looks awesome.
Sexy Rexy.
Sexy Rexy. I feel like the only time that I've gone to like that water show, I had people like putting their phones their arms and their phones on my shoulder to try to film.
Yeah.
And they were like on top of
That
me.
was the HHN one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
And also I don't know why, but water shows I've never liked that I can't and like clear it up so it's really clear, and you can only be so clear on water.
It's interesting that they are specifically saying 4K projection mapping. I do think that is going to be on the water and on the buildings in the background, because this takes place in the lagoon over by Central Park,
Right.
Where you're standing on the Central Park side facing like the Transformers building and the big Ghirardelli in
Right.
San Francisco. So I do think that maybe the projection mapping, because you don't map water, you map structures,
Right.
like the Cinderella Castle. So I gotta think that there's gonna be stuff happening behind as well.
I just also wonder, the other day when we went, we saw all of the fountains that were being built inside.
Yeah.
And they looked really, really like intense and fancy, like expensive.
You know what the crazy part is that's all underwater now.
I believe it. But when we saw it, I was like, whoa, there's a lot going on here.
That was really cool.
And it looked like state of the art. I mean, from somebody who has never worked on a fountain in her life, I would just, if you told me that was a state of the art fountain, I would believe you.
Mhm.
So my hope is that with the fountains, if it is state of the art, or they are like the most modern and fountain technology, I guess. I don't know if that's real. I'm sure it's a thing, but that it's going to give a better canvas for the projections.
I love it.
That's what I'm thinking. But like I said, I'm not a big like water projection show
Fair enough.
person, but I am excited because I saw like seeing all of the intense.
Oh, Simba's barking. Gotta love live shows. Hey, why are you yelling, bud? Why are you yelling? Why are you yelling? Hey, we're trying to do a show here.
Hey, buddy.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Quiet. Quiet.
I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, I
The
do
people
too.
who picked up the trash, they like take the lid and just let it drop, and it sounds like
Yeah,
something fell really.
big bang outside the door. It's all good. I don't want to stop the recording because it screwed up something last time. So we're just gonna keep going until the Simba's quiet.
Sir,
Hey,
excuse me.
quiet down.
Thank you so much thank you for telling us.
Thank you.
so much for telling us.
Thank you. That's enough. Quiet.
Yeah,
Oh
he
my
doesn't like you
God.
made fun of him.
Oh, shut up. You knucklehead.
We just have to wait for him to calm down. Let's
Yeah.
just
Let's riff a little bit.
let's riff a little bit. Let's see. Things that
The magic
have been
of live video.
happening. I can eat real food again.
Yeah, that's exciting.
He's like, oh gosh, her talking about this again.
She's trying to ignore me.
I couldn't eat real food. I ate mashed potatoes, mac and cheese, scrambled eggs, and everything, like just saw food for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And so the other day we went into Magic Kingdom and I had a flatbread pizza, and it was probably the worst flatbread pizza
it
we
was
have
not
ever
good.
had. But it was like the most delicious thing I've ever had in my freaking life. We were watching Happily Ever Around Us. I had like a slice of pizza in each hand, like holding them to the
Reach
sky.
out and find your.
I was like, this is amazing. Yeah. Which also, fun fact, if you get surgery on your teeth, don't go see Luminous.
Don't go see any fireworks.
Well, Luminous, the fireworks are like right in front of your face
Well, yeah.
because
Epcot is closer
it
than
will
any
be.
others.
It'll feel like you're getting slapped in the
Yeah.
in each site by
Yeah.
a rubber band. So, all right. Well,
Simba's quiet now.
yes. But yay, I can eat food again, and hopefully by next week, I think I can go on roller coasters. As of, was it today?
Yeah,
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exciting.
We have a follow up next week, so
we do. Why don't we wait till after the follow-up, just to make sure?
that's what I'm leaning towards.
Yeah.
But
Well, welcome everybody to Disney Magic and Beyond, presented by a couple of park hoppers and Simba, because he decided to be on the show this week.
security. He's our security. We pay him very well, so he
Yeah.
takes his job very seriously.
Yes.
Simba is our 12-year-old Cocker Spaniel Chihuahua dog. He has his own health insurance because
He's bougie.
he's employed by us.
Yep.
He has his own wardrobe.
Yeah.
He has his own bed, and
Maybe now that he's been on the show, we can write it off as a business expense.
if only he had his own credit card so he could pay his own
There we
bills.
go. There we go.
But anyway, so overall,
Back to Sensational.
back to Sensational.
There you go. You did it.
Oh, that hurt me.
I saw your eyes go.
Sensational. I'm excited to see what it is. It's never been my first choice in terms of entertainment. I'm definitely more of a, I don't know, but I'm excited to see it. That's one thing. And the drones I'm excited to see.
The drones are going to be amazing. I love, like I said, the music is going to be awesome. There's a whole original score that's kind of retooling some of the classic film scores from the movies that Danie read off. But the thing that I'm most excited about is to hear that music really loud and seeing all the beautiful colored fountains that you can see in the concept art right there, and them just dancing around. It's going to be like kind of like a mini, like in front of Fantasmic, those colored fountains.
Yeah.
That they're so beautiful when they're like up and dancing and doing all that. And then the screens with Rexy and Jaws and Hogwarts Castle and, like we said, the drones.
Can I
and
say
the
something about the
fireworks.
drones real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
So when you look at the photo, I don't know where the drones. Do you think they're going to be over the water?
No.
Where are they going to be?
Probably launched from backstage.
Okay. The reason I said that was because one day I was driving home from Hollywood Studios, and there was a drone show on the highway on the right-hand side.
It could be over the water. It just can't be over guest areas.
Right. But I was driving by, and people were like almost swerving around the highway because it was so insane. Like, there was a moment where I said, is this an alien attack? What is happening? And
Men in Black alien attack?
I feel like we say oh yeah, like a drone show, and it doesn't sound like it sounds really cool. I think the drone show, like the drones are going to be insane to see.
There's also a chance they launch off the roofs of those buildings.
Ooh.
But we'll see.
I'm excited about that part too, but I think overall it's going to be a masterpiece.
It's going to be great.
And I think that it's going to be one of those things that once it comes out,
I will be going often.
Yeah, I believe you.
I love it. I love it.
I believe you.
All right, and moving on to the last piece of news that Universal released yesterday for this summer, not on Flag Day.
No flag, but almost 4th of July.
Yeah, almost another American holiday. Will be the brand new Universal Mega Movie Parade. This is so exciting. I am hyped for this. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to jump into it because I'm excited to talk about it.
Go ahead.
So your favorite characters leap off screen onto the streets for a daytime parade. Feel the roar of the T-Rex, enjoy the adventure of E.T., embrace your true colors with Trolls and more on select days. The parade will celebrate movies including E.T., Back to the Future, Jaws, Ghostbusters, Jurassic World, Illumination's Minions, and Sing, and DreamWorks Animation's Trolls, and Kung Fu Panda. The parade will be Universal Orlando's biggest daytime parade ever. Nearly 100 performers and 13 new floats, including a 16-foot Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man atop the Ghostbusters float, and a finale with a gyrosphere, raptors, and the Tyrannosaurus Rex aboard the Jurassic World float.
Yes. Yes. Now, we're allowed to be critical on this show.
Okay.
We're not on a media list with Universal.
Nope.
They don't pay
Not
us
yet.
to do
Hopefully
anything. We're not
someday.
hosted or anything like that. So we're allowed to be critical if we want to. The daytime superstar parade that is now gone, but was there, was not good. It was not good.
The one with Secret Life of Pets?
Secret Life of Pets and SpongeBob and all that other stuff. It was not good. However, the Universal Mega Movie Parade sounds awesome. It's gonna be like Universal. It's gonna feel like Universal. It's gonna be all these films that Universal's so known for. with E.T. and Back to the Future, Jaws, Ghostbusters, Jurassic World, Minions, Sing, Trolls, Kung Fu Panda, everything that's under the Universal umbrella. Not Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Not Harry Potter, which is interesting. These are all movies that are under Universal's umbrella.
Do you know why?
Why?
Because I think don't take me seriously. I don't know why I said do you know why with so much like
Go ahead.
confidence. It is my understanding that J.K. Rowling, when she went to Universal to sign with them, she said, I want this and this and this. I do not want face characters.
Yeah.
That she does not want face characters, which I
feel...
feel...
not representing the characters from the films.
Right, but nobody cares about characters that wouldn't be the ones from the films on a
Right,
float.
but they have like the Frog Choir and like the Bobatons and the boy school.
Right, but like you don't want it. You don't care about those in a parade.
Right,
like,
but you're not seeing Harry Potter, Hermione, and Ron out there.
What I'm saying is it's not going to be like ribbit, ribbit, bye.
Right.
It's going to be like you would want to see like the actual characters.
Yeah, no, I was just
You'd want to see
that.
a Hagrid.
Yeah,
you want to
right.
see like you want to see an owl. You want to see like I feel like it would be really great if they could, and I personally think it's something that's missing from the Harry Potter areas. I wish there was like face character meet and greets because I think it's possible, but I'm almost positive that was one of her stipulations.
That's fine. I'm okay without it.
I'm okay without it too. I'm just saying like if they were going to do Harry Potter, you have to put the characters in there.
Because if they don't look exactly like them, I don't want it.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what it is to me.
I mean, at the end of the day, the things that people want to see are going to be the things like E.T. E.T. in a parade? Oh my gosh. That's like one of my favorite rides on the Universal side. Also, Jurassic Park? Are you kidding me?
I can't wait.
A giant, that's your favorite franchise ever.
Yep.
Like, the fact that we're going to have dinosaurs in a parade.
It's over my heart right now.
It is over your heart. Are you just so excited?
Oh, there's a hand coming in here from somewhere.
Who is that?
Whose hand is that?
I don't know. Look, because it's on the other side from the camera.
Wow. Knock it off over there.
No, never. But like all of these things are going to be really fun. Some of these things I've realized are more like from the younger generation, like have come out since we've been adults. Like Trolls, Minions came out when we were like young adults. Sing. So I feel like I do need to go back and kind of refamiliarize myself with those movies. But I think that just overall this parade is going to be, they're going to make it big. Because like you're right, the last parade was very thin. The floats were really far apart. They weren't like larger than life. And it sounds like what they're going for is like a mega
movie parade.
But without mega
Coming
mind.
to Universal this summer.
Yes. So that's going to be on 4th of July weekend.
Awesome. It's going to be busy, but we'll be there.
But there's supposed to be, my understanding is there's supposed to be annual pass holder previews before then.
That's what Alicia Stella was saying on her channel, Theme Park Stop. Go ahead and subscribe there. She's fantastic. She's like the queen of Universal coverage. Definitely go subscribe to her. But that's what she was saying on her channel with her information video about what was released yesterday, that supposedly there's going to be AP previews of a few different of these offerings here. So stay tuned for that if you're an annual pass holder at Universal.
Also, Universal should design Alicia Stella a beautiful crown.
Yeah.
With all the things.
We shall see.
But that is everything that is coming that Universal has announced. However, we do have an announcement coming on Thursday, like we said.
Yeah.
That's going to be
May 2nd.
So that's going to be about Epic Universe. But the nice thing is these and everything we went over today will be happening before 4th of July.
Yes.
So sign me up. I am all for getting excited about something and it being just around the corner.
I am hyped for Flag Day.
We have been together a long time, and I have never heard you say that.
I'm so American right now that I'm so hyped about these 3 offerings. Universal's truly an American great company.
Okay. When I was thinking flags, I was like, there are lots of different flags, and I forgot that it was actually
it's American Flag Day.
Oh, how about
silly goose?
How about other flags, like a flag with a Shrek on it?
Sure, why not? Whatever you want.
It's Flag Day.
Yeah.
But yes, you're not wrong. I think there's a lot of amazing things to look forward to. We are going to be on Thursday. We've got announcements from Universal. Tomorrow, Epcot has a lot of new things that are opening, and we're going to go check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, Communicore Hall is opening.
And I know that there's a couple things there at Hollywood Studios. The 35th anniversary merch is dropping.
5 years.
So we're going to try to see what we can do about that.
Really cool.
And also tomorrow morning, we are going to go over to Torchy's Tacos, which originates from Austin, Texas. And it is going to be probably one of the best places to get Mexican food in Orlando and just buy like a taco.
And if Danie's saying that, it probably is.
Also, the first 100 people who get there get free queso for a year. So you can bet that if there's one thing I'm going to wake up for,
yeah,
it's queso.
And if you're watching this episode tonight or listening early tomorrow morning, maybe we'll see you there.
Yeah, so we're going to be covering all of that. We've got so many other things in the works, and there's lots of announcements. We're still waiting on Tiana's Bayou Adventure announcements, opening date, preview dates, you name it. I love that right now, going into like the summer months.
The rain.
that we have so many things to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
There was a good chunk of time where it was just like all of these things were being worked on. So we were like, what's going on?
Well, COVID threw such a wrench in all these theme parks plans.
Yeah.
That we were supposed to have so much more than we do right now in this moment. Like Epic was supposed to open this year originally. And then like a whole bunch of refurbs and different things at Disney were supposed to happen. So COVID put a huge pause on a lot of that stuff. So now we're kind of in that post-COVID. We're getting out of the blur that was the COVID era, essentially.
Yeah.
And now we are in the tortured theme park goers era. And we are very, very excited that all this stuff is finally coming to fruition. Also, stay tuned for D23 in August because there's potentially some major stuff happening there.
Yeah. I love that we have stuff to talk about and there's stuff to be excited about, because sometimes you go to the parks and you enjoy them and you love them, like any and all of the theme parks that are here. But sometimes there's just nothing new.
Right.
And, it's so exciting when we get to have these new things and get to enjoy them and talk about them and be excited about them, because we love theme parks and we love going together and we love bringing all of you with us.
We do. All right, well, let's wrap it up. How about that?
I think that is a good idea.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining us here on Disney Magic and More, presented by a couple of park operas. We do appreciate you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, like we said, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you never miss an episode. We would greatly, greatly appreciate that. Also, if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon Music, whatever you're listening to your podcast on, go ahead and hit that follow button. Leave a review if that's something on that platform that you can do. We would greatly appreciate it. Anything else to add there, Danie?
Nope. Thanks so much for joining us today. We are so excited to be bringing you guys with us for all of the exciting news that we talked about. And until next time,
we will see you around the parks. Thanks for checking out this episode featuring the new summer entertainment at Universal Orlando. We'll see you next time.